Good afternoon. It's good to be together, whether you're watching with us now live or sometime later today. Welcome to Good Friday. Today we will be reading the 7 last words of Christ. It's important, I think, for us to take a moment out of this day to just consider the very last words that Jesus uttered. Much like the Christmas story, it's pieced together from the different gospel accounts, and we put it together in one nice package of one story at Christmas. We do the same thing at Easter. Different gospel writers tell the story of the death and the resurrection of Jesus a little differently, but we have taken all those stories and compiled it into one nice package. I wanted to just point out to you, this is a brief word from Bruce Epperly, says, the 7 last words are a harmonizing of sayings attributed to Jesus from the 4 canonical Gospels. No one Gospel contains all 7 of the sayings, but integrated, the sayings give a picture of Jesus and his suffering and death. So in that regard, their poetic rendering may be more insightful than unimaginative scholarly deconstruction. So Luke has Jesus saying the first 2 of these last words. Then John has Jesus saying the 3rd last word. Matthew and Mark have Jesus saying the 4th last word. And John includes the 5th and 6th last word. And then we circle back to Luke for the 7th and final last word of Christ. Today we will read all of these last words with just a little bit of reflection in between each one to consider for ourselves what these last words might mean for us today, 2,000 years later. So welcome to this brief worship service. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I wonder how often we have no idea the harm that we are doing to ourselves, to one another, and to the good name of God. How often are we completely unaware of the damage that we do to the way of Jesus with our words, with our actions, even sometimes with our silence? Unaware, we too seek forgiveness. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. After we read each word, we will extinguish a candle so that we will be left in the end in the dark. Truly, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. We offer this sentiment each week in worship. Words that people hang on, words that many crave to hear. Words that many show up to hear, even if they hear nothing else on a Sunday morning. They come here to be reminded you are loved, you are forgiven, so be at peace. Even in the darkness of every Good Friday, there is hope. Truly, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. Woman, behold your son. Behold your mother. Even in the darkness of despair, even in the pain of death, even in the grip of grief, we have each other, family, community, relationship. Let us not isolate, since God has given us to one another. God has given us for one another. Woman, behold your son. Behold your mother. My God, why have you forsaken me? Brutal honesty can be a healing balm. Let us speak the truth, even the truth of our own despair, knowing that God can handle every honest cry for help, every sincere desire for understanding. Nothing can separate us from God, not even our anger and outrage. My God, why have you forsaken me? I thirst. We crave the basic necessities of life. It's what it means to be human. Water, food, shelter are essential. It's okay to ask for what you need. Also vital for whole and healthy life is a thirst for connection, a thirst for righteousness, a thirst for justice, for what is right and good and true. Let us make our requests known to God. I thirst. It is finished. Some things are out of our hands, beyond our control. It's hard to know when to release to God what is God's. Yet this is a sign of a maturing faith, trusting in the assurance that even in every end, we are not alone. It is finished. And the final word. Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. The blessed hope of the forever presence of God, trusting every single whatever is next to God's goodness and God's grace. Today, we belong to God, and in every tomorrow, we will still belong to God. Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Be still, my soul, for God is on our side. Bear patiently the cross of grief or pain. Leave to our God to order and provide in every change. God faithful will remain. Be still, my soul, our best eternal friend, through thorny ways leads to a joyful end.